In this video, we will see how to use case statement for conditional logics in SQL. For that, we will be using an aggregate function count, and along with that, we will be using the case statement to find solution for a query on the sample superstore table. So the table we are going to use in this question is sample superstore, and the question we are trying to solve is we are going to assign a customer tier based on number of orders that a customer is having. So we will be assigned three different customer tier to the customer, so which are gold, silver and bronze, and the condition is based on if the customer is making an order count greater than 20, that customer will be assigned gold. If the customer is making an order count between 10 and 19, that is inclusive of 10 and 19, he will be assigned silver. And if the customer is making an order count of 0 to 9, he will be assigned bronze. For that, we will be using the table sample superstore, and we will be using the database question. So that is why I have used the use statement along with the go and the database name. So let me run the query and let us see the schema, and then we will write the query. So we have the superstore table with the order ID and customer ID. So these are the two columns which we have to take care in this question. So what we are going to do is initially we will count the number of orders each customer is having. So the first column is customer underscore ID, comma, count of order ID. So as order count, this is the order count, and from the table sample superstore, and after this we will have to use a group by clause, group by customer ID, because we are using an aggregate function in the query. Now we will get the number of orders that each customers are ordering. Now as you can see, the first customer RB19465 is having order count of 23. Similarly, the second customer is making an order of 7, 24, 17, etc. It's going like that. Now what we have to do here is we have to assign customer tier based on this number of orders. So we will have to use a case statement and then count the order ID and compare it with the number of orders, and then assign the customer tier based on that order count. So after this order count, we will modify the same query. After this order count, we are going to write a case statement. Case when this aggregate function we are going to use, that is count of order ID. When it is greater than 20, we are going to assign the customer tier greater than or equal to 20. Then the customer is assigned a customer tier of gold. Next is when count of order ID greater than or equal to 10 and count of order ID less than or equal to 19, then he will be assigned silver. And the third condition is when count of order ID less than 10, then bronze. Now we can end this case statement and we will name the column as customer tier underscore TIER. Now we have completed the query. Now we have to run the query and see what is the result that we are going to get. There is some mistake. Sorry, the mistake is instead of then I have used the. So we'll modify the query. Once more, let me run the query. Now we can see that each customers have been assigned a customer tier based on the number of orders the customer is making. So the customer ID for which the customer is making an order count of 23, he is assigned 20 because that is greater than 20. And the second customer who is making an order count of 7 is assigned bronze because 7 is less than 10 as per our condition. Similarly, moving down between 10 and 19, if I take the example of fourth customer, he is assigned the customer tier of silver. Similarly, every customer will be assigned a customer tier based on the number of orders the customer is making, and this can be used for advertising purpose or target potential customers and all those. So that is depending upon our requirement. So this is one way of using the case statement for conditional logics in SQL. In a similar way, we may use aggregate function like sum, average, or any other aggregate function, or even variance we can use, standard deviation, all other functions we can use instead of this count. And also there are other ways which we can use case statement in SQL. We will see that in another videos. And if you like the video, please like it and subscribe the channel. Thank you.